I'm Tracy Sinclair, and this is your FastCast for September 11th, 2024. Our top story for today, state health officials confirmed tonight an Alaskan infant has died from whooping cough as the epidemic continues in our state. Now, officials aren't giving many details about the death to protect the anonymity of the family, but here's what we know. As of last Friday, there have been 234 cases of pertussis or whooping cough reported in Alaska this year. 70% of those cases have been children under 15, 12% of the cases have been in infants, and of those infants, 45% have been hospitalized. Dr. Joe McLaughlin says infants, especially those under 3 months, are most at risk for severe illness because their lungs are less developed and also because most don't start getting vaccinated until they're 2 months of age. He says people who live with infants need to be particularly cautious.
If anybody in the household develops a respiratory infection, to go ahead and get tested quickly for pertussis, because we know that infants are at highest risk for severe disease, and so we want to make sure that anybody in a household where there's an infant present gets tested and treated immediately.
Firefighters and members of the Anchorage community remembering 9/11 through the Step Mill Challenge. For the 14th straight year, firefighters attempted to climb 110 floors in 11 minutes, the number of stories in the World Trade Center towers. This happened at the Alaska Club West. Firefighters from AFD, the airport, and J-Bear took part, wearing full gear that weighed roughly 60 pounds. The event honors those who died on September 11th, while also raising money for the Alaskan Fallen Firefighter Memorial Fund.
The firefighters on that day, they knew what they were going to. They had to have known that there was a strong possibility that they would not be going home that day. Yet they went, and that's what we're here to honor.
Of the nearly 3,000 people that died on September 11th, 2001, 412 were emergency workers and 343 of them firefighters. It is an emergency Supreme Court appeal. The state Democratic Party is suing after a lower court judge said yesterday that a federal prisoner serving 20 years who's never lived in Alaska can be on November's ballot. Democrats trying this last effort to get Eric Hafner's name off Alaska's ballot. He just started serving that 20-year sentence in a New York federal prison last year. Attorneys for state Democrats argue the lower court judge is wrong when he says ranked choice voting neutralizes any harm Hafner could create. The Democrats argue because he's a convicted felon, he'll harm the party, and also say the judge is wrong that there's not enough time to remove Hafner from the ballot, which the judge said would harm the Division of Elections and the public. They're also appealing the judge's interpretation of state law. The Democrats say state law does not allow anyone who finished below 5th place to advance. Hafner finished 6th in the primary and moved up because Republicans, including Lieutenant Governor Nancy Dahlstrom, withdrew. Don't forget, you can get news, sports, and of course your weather all day long on alaskasnewssource.com.